and we're going to put Shay Yellowbird up first. And I asked him specifically to talk about his speech that he gave on, okay, let's get this right picture up here. The speech he gave on Monday. Was it Monday, Shay?
Oh,
Yeah, it was March
Shay,
22nd, a week ago.
yes. Shay Yellowbird is the youngest counselor in the Samson Cree Council. And he gave his inauguration speech on Monday. And which one was that?
Yes, signing my oath.
This is him. This is Shay signing up his official documents with the lawyer and the RCMP and all of the paraphernalia. I love it. Shay had a little bit of tutoring from the Wetaskiwin Club to do this speech. And because he has to run, we're going to start the first speech with Mr. Shay, Counselor of Samson Cree Nation, Shay Yellowbird. Woo!
Thank you. Takatak kaksunao, tatse kakio gewao. Shay Yellowbird nisigasun, nipsikopak ochinia. Nigan, ninaskoma kotawina, asemina, katogiskao kamigoya. Good evening. Hello, everyone. My name is Shay Yellowbird. I'm from Samson Cree Nation. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Creator for another beautiful day. I feel both honored and humbled to start my new role as the youngest counselor of Samson Cree Nation. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the members that have voted for me and supported me during my campaign. Today is very important, not just for me, but for those who followed my case. It was encouraging to hear from so many people all across Canada who rejoiced with me in the outcome. For that, I am so grateful. Thank you, hi to each and every one of you. You know who you are. As I speak today, I feel the Musumpan Norman Yellowbird's spirit. This gives me a sense of peace and comfort, knowing that he will guide me through my term. I am looking forward to working with the leadership as we work together for the betterment of our nation. Last summer marked the 50-year anniversary when the Musumpan Norman Yellowbird, the last hereditary chief of Samson Cree Nation, handed Pierre Trudeau the red paper. It was on that eventful day that Musumpan fought for our treaty rights. Musumpan Norman Yellowbird was a great leader. Taking on this leadership role is allowing me not to only honor our ancestors, but to carry on his legacy for future generations. I was raised by Nukum, Sheila Yellowbird. She raised me right. She raised me to respect elders, to honor them, and to be honest and sincere. I also want to thank other elders who reached out to me before, during, and afterwards, especially after last Monday's meeting with leadership and the elders. For those of you that don't know, I started my journey of walking the Red Road in 2018. Walking the Red Road in our culture means that you have been abstaining from drugs and alcohol, and you're basically walking on a pure road with a pure spirit. And in 2020, I decided to challenge myself. In July of 2020, I decided to run for the leadership of Samson Cree Nation. Early into the campaign, I was advised to keep it clean. I maintained this throughout and ran a clean, innovative campaign as a youth. When everything else was happening, though, in August and September, I remember laying there thinking, Donnie, yeah, why me? But the more I thought about it, I thought, why not me? I have innovative ideas and solutions. I can be that positive role model for the youth that empowers the next generation of leaders. But it was in those trying moments where you get a test of one's true character. I'm glad I took that leap of faith and challenged this ruling, because in these last 8 months, I've grown so much. I remember telling people during the campaign period that no matter what happens, it'll be a good experience. Well, it was an invaluable experience. I've learned so much on a personal, professional, and even spiritual level. I want to give thanks to everyone who lifted me up in the face of adversity and who generously donated to the cause. The 363 people who voted and believed in me. To those people, I am so grateful, for this would never have been possible without that support. I remember receiving a text last fall that someone had made a very generous donation to the cause, and I wish he was here to see this. He unfortunately passed away last month, but I know deep down in his heart he believed in the cause. He believed in the youth. Nokum Iguanotawi, my grandma and my father. Nokum raised me with love and compassion, while my father taught me the importance of education and hard work. I know they're proud of the work I've done with the pre-employment support program. I am not coming into this position with my eyes closed and a deer in headlights. Working with the pre-employment support program the last 7 years, I learned to listen to the voices of the people. There are times when we need to listen, as each person has a voice. They need to be heard. I have listened and witnessed many young people who are left vulnerable to the system. They have told me their struggles, as they have little funding or supports provided to assist them. Working with PSP has allowed me to see firsthand some of the barriers our people face. I've also been part of the solutions. It's been such a great honor to be part of the positive changes in our students' lives. You'd be surprised at what someone can do with some words of encouragement and a little extra support. As I always tell our GED students right before they write their final exams, you never know until you try. Working with the youth all these years is why I've decided I'm giving 10% of my salary as counselor to start a youth program in Samson Cree Nation. A letter will be drawn up with finance to deduct from my salary to be put towards Class 7 learners and drivers in the high school. This is my first act as counselor of Samson Cree. As youngest counselor of this council, I look forward to the next 2 years of being that voice for the 7th generation and the generations of tomorrow. Hi, Nagakamemun.
Thank you, Shay.